So let's dive into our tips for getting great letters. First, the big major point I want to make is that you have to develop the relationships with people who may be able to write you letters down the road when it does come time to apply. The point of your letters of recommendation to medical school is to confirm to the admissions committee that you are someone who has what it takes to succeed in medical school, not just academically, but in terms of personal and in terms of interpersonal skills. Do you persevere in the face of challenges? Do you work well in a team? Are you likable? Do you communicate well? Have you gone above and beyond in your responsibilities? Are you humble and teachable? The more that your letter writers know about you, the more likely it is that they can write you not just a good letter, but a great one that really just sings your praises to the committee. But the major point here is that sometimes you have to step outside your comfort zone in order to develop those close relationships with the people that you take classes from or the people that you work with in some capacity, whether that's in research or in a job. If you're shy or afraid like I was, recognize that fear and go talk to your professor anyway. Recognize the fear and ask for guidance anyway. Volunteer for things anyway. Take initiative. I promise that the more you practice this, the easier it will get. And please start earlier than I did because it really took me much longer than it needed to. Now let's talk about how to ask for a letter of recommendation. I remember one of the best pieces of advice I got when I was asking for letters is this. Don't just ask someone if they can write you a letter. Always ask, can you write me a strong letter of recommendation? This helps them to decide whether they feel that they know you enough to actually sing your praises, not just write a bland, impersonal letter that says, she got an A in my class, and that's all. Trust me, a letter that just says, Clara did well in my class, she has a 3.9 GPA, is not impressive. The admissions committee already knows your grades. They already know your GPA. They want to learn more about you as a person through your letters. So first ask if they feel comfortable writing you a strong letter. Would you agree, Dr. Z?
Oh, definitely. You want it to be strong and not generic that's been cut and paste.
Exactly. So then you basically have to give them some guidelines to make sure they understand what to include and make the letter as strong and impressive as possible.